channel. This is take 2 of scoping the finds for the 3 boxes from Pennsylvania. Y'all seen me use mat that I kind of scribbled up. A lot of that has to do with I'll go through a box, finds, bag, and then I kind of tend to put them away, then pull them out on a rainy day, and I'll go through bunches of stuff and scope, weigh, and stuff like that. So yesterday I tried doing this, thought I did a great job until I was starting to edit, and then realized that the scope did not record anything. Then the angle of this camera, main camera, did not catch anything off the scope, so I obviously scoped through stuff, rebagged it. I did find some stuff, and I did keep it separate. I did not go through the 99s or the 98s. I did not weigh and scope the 83s. Some of the 70s that I pulled out and the 60s that were really nice, I pulled those out. The 09s, I only got a couple. The Canadians and the Wheat Cents I did not go through yet. And then also on the larger side, I got I label as the shiny ones, but anything from 2000 and above that are really, really nice. I have a few people that have some albums that are looking for album fillers, and told them I would. And then I also bag the 82, which get weighed, get separated between large date and small date. 81s and the 80s. So I do tend to keep those. They're just easy to separate compared to the 80s, because really technically there's only 3. You know, the 83s I do weigh out. I do look. But the 60s I bag up, the 70s I bag up, then I go back through, then I go through decade and mint mark. And just to elaborate, like 59s, looking for the 59D wheat. It's out there, supposedly. The 1992 Close AM, it also has a DDO. And then some strike throughs I've seen. The 1994 has an extra column and die chips. Well, I find die chips on a lot of, and die cracks on a lot of coinage, but I guess that one's significant. 1995 has a DDO. 1983, obviously we're looking for the copper, the 3.1 gram. The 2000, we're looking for the wide AM. Also has, has a Lincoln skull crack. It has a cut on the reverse. It's pretty predominant. It also, in 2000s, also the Cheerios, but other than being in cellophane on the Cheerios card, it's, there's no way of really telling. The 1998 D has a DDO. Also has some doubling on the columns on the top left side. 1984 has a DDO. That's the extra ear. It's also doubled on God and then Trusted, then on the date. 1999 has a wide AM. Space between the A and M, obviously. The 1989D, well, there's a copper one of those out. They also have some CUDs, DDO, and a DDR, and a die clash. So that's usually the reasons. Also, I separate out, often here the 09s, the wheats. I redid this. This is the 4.0. I do have a 4.1. Really all this is a double cardboard, and then I take it to Staples and have it laminated. Cheap, easy. I can write on it. The numbers, the grid's not going to come off because it's on the cardboard. So anything I do write, and I do tend to sometimes, it comes right off. A little bit of rubbing alcohol, it'll clean up. Then obviously, I have kittens, so I got kitten teeth marks everywhere because they chew on everything for some reason. So let's see what we can do. We'll start off with the SteelSense that I found. Oh, the 1943S. Definitely original. You can tell original coating compared to the Rezinks. Nothing to write home about on it. I would like to find a 43 with some type of error. It'd be great. My collection. My stash. 1943P. Really nothing to write home about either. Like I said, some of the ones that I've already found. This 1998. Got a die crack. Typical location I do. And yeah, keep a hold of that. Usually I see the four corners of the monument and they'll crack through there. Not too much on that. That's post mint, I believe. It may be a strike through, I don't know, but judging by the distance, I would have to call that a post mint damage. I'll keep a hold of it just to check. I'll play around with it later. That I believe is an actual scratch. I don't think it's a die crack or a die scratch. But I'll hold on to it. I'll keep a hold of it. Let me know what you all think. 1994. I kept this one here. I wanted to check. The column just left a, well, it's to Lincoln's right, but it's an awful thick. I think that's the reason I kept that. Another crack down in the corner by the FG. It's a 92. Another 84. I think it's just a hair. Got kitten hair everywhere. There's a crack right there. I did get a roll of 84s and almost 3/4 of the roll was all cracked up on the back. I had some three cracks on some of them. Different progressions. Right there, obviously right there by the FG. Another 98. Cracked right there through the eye. So We'll keep a hold of those. We're gonna try keeping this down to 10 minutes. Just makes it easier for editing and storage. So these are the 99s. 99s, I'm looking for the wide AM. And obviously some die cracks. It's touching. Yesterday I made the funny about touching. Don't hate me, but Neil Diamond, if you catch that reference, that's pretty cool. Not a big Neil Diamond fan, but if you're a baseball fan, that's awesome too, because you probably know what I'm talking about. See, you could really zoom in on that and say it's not touching, but it's not wide enough to be the wide AM. I think it's a hair. It is a hair. Yeah, I have issues with editing sometimes. I have issues with recording. I try keeping it fun. I enjoy doing this, but I can sit here and make videos all day, every day on just scoping coins. I do have a couple shorts I put out. I scope some error coins and some world coins. It's fun. I usually, like I said, I'll get months worth of finds, and all of a sudden I'll pull those out. I'll be watching TV and get out the old little folding table, and I'll sit at the couch and go through hundreds of coins on the scope. Multitask. It's fun. I just like recording. I had a lot of issues before with sound. Oh, that might even be a floating roof, but I'm sure if I scope in on that, it's not, but it almost. Music copyrights and yeah. Obviously, if you catch my music choice and kinda realize the name of the channel and the music choice has something in common, oh, that's awesome too. The name of the channel and American currency all has something in common. I'll get at least 1 or 2 people that will make comments on it. That's awesome though. I like Easter eggs. Oh, that may be a small die crack. It's very faint. I'll keep a hold of that just in case. It's pretty faint though. We'll stop this right here for now. We'll continue and make sure this works.